Why does she text about both of us dating, but when I set the specific time and day, she stops replying?
Aha! So this is a perfect example of a woman saying one thing and doing another because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. And so she's talking about dating and talking about getting together, but then you actually try to make a date, and what happens? You get no response. That's why I'm assuming it's somebody he probably just met or he's been out with a few times. Maybe he's displayed some unattractive behavior. And so what happens is sometimes those girls will just stop replying. Maybe they're talking to somebody else. And so this is super important that when you are doing that is you have to treat it like tennis. If she says, oh, we're dating, or we should be dating, or we're having fun dating, and he's like, great, let's get together and go out on a date. What time are you available to get together? Nothing. Total radio silence. So you think of that as you just hit the ball over the net. And so you just need to let her be and leave her alone. Maybe an ex-boyfriend came back in the picture, or some guy she was really into that maybe got back together with his ex-girlfriend and disappeared, and she was kind of brokenhearted, and then you meet, and then you go out on a few dates, and it starts progressing, and then all of a sudden she's still thinking about that guy, and then it doesn't work out with his ex-girlfriend once again, and then he comes back, and since she's emotionally bonded to him, she doesn't want to tell you no because she wants to see what's going on with this other guy, and that's why it's super important not to get butthurt, not to get perturbed. Just if you're a man that has choices and options, you figure, well, she hasn't got back to me because she's busy. And I'm sure when her schedule frees up and she really starts thinking about me and wondering what I'm doing or I'm up to, she'll reach out. Sometimes a few days later, sometimes a few weeks later, sometimes it might be a few months later. That's happened to me plenty of times. I wrote about that in my book, and that's why you never want to burn a bridge. You don't want to be a dick about it. You just bottom line her actions. You don't take it personally. She mentioned dating. You try to set a date, and then she stops replying. So if we bottom line that, what it really means is at least at that moment in time, she's not interested in going out on a date with you. And so you don't do anything in that. You don't text her again. You don't say, hey, why you didn't reply? Or, hey, are you ignoring me? So you do nothing. You just let her be. And one of two things are going to happen. Eventually she'll reach out, and you go out on a date and hang out, have fun, and hook up. Or you'll never hear from her again. And so you want to give women the space and the opportunity to either follow through on their commitments to you. Like in this case, she's saying, hey, we should be dating, or we should date.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't follow through with that. And so you either give him the opportunity to follow through, which he did, and he hasn't heard anything, or to flake out and disappear from your life forever. And so in this particular case, now he's in no contact. He noticed that his tennis partner didn't hit the ball back over the net, and so for whatever reason, she's not interested in playing tennis with you right now. And so therefore, you just go play tennis with somebody else. And she'll either reach out, or you will never, ever, for as long as you live, ever hear from her again.
I feel like she's also just trying to like keep him on the string. Maybe he's just weak-minded, and so she just talks about dating, and then she's like, oh, I'm shy, I'm not sure, but I mean, I really like you, and I think about us dating.
She likes the validation and the attention.
Yeah, so when he does, she's like, and then she's probably going out with Tyrone or
Chet
Chris
Thundercock.
or somebody, the next day, but then she can go back to him to chat later.
Yeah, but there's also that chance that she just said, like, she's one of those girls that says one thing and does another. And it's like, if you know for a fact that you don't want anything to do with him, why even bring it up?
Because she's keeping him on a string.
Tyrone, the torso tickler.
The torso tickler? Okay.